Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan with you today. Live at Stacy's Pharmacy. Located at...
We almost weren't live there for a minute.
What? What'd you do?
Well, you had a long pause.
Oh, wow. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row here.
All right.
We're at Stacy's Pharmacy at 709 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Don't miss the annual Customer Appreciation Celebration at Stacy's Family Pharmacy. Today, great sales in the showroom along with Super Register. Along with...
I'll help you with some of that.
Super Register to win baskets, delicious cake, and those famous grilled complimentary butterflied pork chops. Drinks under the tent on the lawn, and then join... Hold on, man, it's windy. Join Jim and Jeff number 2 from 11 to 1. They're going to be here. And Lisa, the Fix 96 prize girl, will be here with her prize vault.
The prize vault.
So don't miss it. Get on out. Yeah. 26 years Stacy's Family Pharmacy's been serving Logan County. They are the only independently owned and operated full-service pharmacy, and they deliver all over Logan County.
Changing of the world, isn't it, to have it? Everybody wants to go to the other places, which I won't mention.
Yeah.
They won't sponsor.
And I don't know why.
Yeah, why would they sponsor us?
Same.
But, yeah, they won't. Yeah, everybody wants to go to that other one. Don't know why. Glad to have them in town.
Now,
you know what
you're
I mean?
on a lot of medication with...
yes, I am.
So,
yes, I am.
With, all your issues and...
You know, I have a lot of problems. I just haven't found medication for it.
Oh, well, nothing legal.
Oh, what am I going to do with this?
Those are called Band-Aids. What did you do?
God, that's called work. Work. W-O-R-K.
Are those pen blisters?
That is a work, my friend.
Joe's got a blister.
Should have worn some gloves, and I was going to borrow some from you, and then I thought, he doesn't have any gloves.
Yeah, I don't wear gloves. Real men don't wear gloves.
Why do you have gloves?
If I went to your house and I saw you in the garden wearing gloves, you would never hear the end of it.
If you went to my house and saw me in the garden, you better call the cops. Something's wrong.
Well, you don't plant your tulips and your, roses and all that good stuff?
Well, planting a garden's hard on me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It just never ends. Hey, let's talk some sports.
Why not? It's a sports show.
Yeah, it's not a gardening show. It's a sports show. What do you want to start off with? How about the American Pharoah?
American Pharoah.
That could be pretty exciting next week at the, what is it next week? Is it the Belmont Stakes next weekend?
Yes, sir.
Going for the Triple Crown.
Yeah, he had a strong showing in last week in the Preakness. He ran away with that. I don't know.
Now, is the Belmont Stakes, it's a longer run, isn't it? You got to kind of pace yourself a little bit more?
I believe so. Yeah, it's a longer. I used to know them all. Now I can't remember, but yeah, which one's which. But we've talked about before, the racing industry needs that. They need a Triple Crown. It's been a long time, like 40 years since they've had a Triple Crown winner. It'll add excitement to the venue. And reading some of the stuff in the papers and this and that, the racetracks are going broke, they say. They need video gambling now to survive.
Their racetracks are going broke.
That's what they say.
I find that hard to believe.
They need video gambling. That's what they say.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're only open on the weekends, they're probably wanting something constantly through the week.
What place, I won't be right here, but if you could call in and tell us, we'd sure like that. Is it Hawthorne or one of those up north that's very popular, I believe, is getting ready to close. Oh. Because they don't have the.
Well, a lot of that stuff you can do online.
Well, online gaming is hurting them, and then.
Well, they're still getting some revenue.
Not if you're just doing it online.
Yeah. True. Well, hey, let's just make this our trivia question. If you can call in and tell us the distances of each race, you're going to win a Beck's gift card. So
we're not going to tell you how much it's for.
So we got the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont.
Yes, sir.
Give us the distance for each race, and you're going to win this gift card to Beck's Plaza.
And next week we're going to have a little prize drawing for the winner of the race. You're going to have to call in and pick a horse or something. Let's get something going.
Well, I'm not going to be here, so that's all
Where
up to
will
you.
Be?
I'll be out of town.
Vacationing again.
No, that's in 2 months.
That's in 2 months vacation?
Yeah. So next weekend, the Belmont American Pharoah trying to create history.
American Pharoah. I think he's going to win it.
You think? Yep. So therefore he will not.
Yep, there you go. I'm not right very often.
Speaking of races, there's a big race today. Indy 500 today.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, that was the biggest race I would watch.
Yeah.
You know,
that was, back then, that was about the only race on, wasn't there?
Only 3 stations.
Black and white.
3 stations, and yeah.
And I think there was horses pulling them, or were it actually cars?
No, it was actually cars. Oh. Smarty pants, like you're young.
No, it was. The Indy 500 was big back in the day. Now with NASCAR on the scene, and even the sprint cars, you know, just at your local, you know, like our speedway, you know, that's getting pretty popular. And but who I don't even know who the favorite is to win. Do you?
Mario Andretti.
Well, is he still racing? I think he's broadcasting.
Al Unser.
Let's see.
AJ
I guess
Foyt?
Helio Castroneves is probably he's usually up there.
You throw that out.
Hey, in the paper.
You know, we should have talked to Chris Grau when we were there last weekend about all that. I'm sure he could have gave us some.
Is he a big race fan?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Andy?
He knows all about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I know there's been issues with some of the safety of the cars. I don't know what they're doing to them, but there's been several cars that just in practice that flipped.
Yeah, they're worried about them getting airborne. You know, when you're going that fast, and everybody wants that light, you know, that light model body, and
it's an open cab. I mean, that's pretty scary.
A little scary. Yeah, those guys, I think they were that's like I said, I wish we had a race car guy call in and tell us, but that was the original big race, I always thought. Yeah. You know, the Indian, and everything's kind of came off the side of it, and now NASCAR has grown to what it is. And, you know, they've kind of made NASCAR now where it's a little bit of a soap opera. Everybody's arguing among themselves, and people like controversy. That's why they like to listen to us, because we don't like each other. We just get up here to this table and talk.
We tolerate each other for an hour on Saturday.
Well, and the pay's pretty good.
Yeah.
When you're making the money we're making.
Yeah.
You'll do silly things.
You'll do things
right, Lloyd?
that you don't want to do. But, so some big races going on, or the big race. That's today at noon Eastern, so 11 o'clock here. Right, Joe?
Don't ask me trick questions.
We do have the USA Today, so you got to think before you speak, because it is a day behind. So.
Which is very tough for both of us.
Yeah. Well, no, Sunday at noon.
I was just going to say I don't think it's today, but
it's.
I was letting you
tomorrow.
go because you had the paper in front of you.
I thought it was always on Saturdays. It did used to be on Saturdays. Why did they change that?
I don't know if it did or not.
No. Well, we're going to say it was.
You know, we need an expert. Call in. Throw that number out there.
Well, because
Adam.
I remember it going on during like graduations and stuff.
We need a car guy to call in and tell us some stuff.
We need a car guy, and we need a horse guy, and we just need any guy. Just call in and. I guess we should give them the number.
That's what I said. Throw that number out there.
737-3791. That's the number to reach us here. We are at Stacie's Pharmacy for their celebration. 26 years of service.
And I believe Sunday, then late nights, the Coca-Cola 600s, which is entertaining too.
That's Indy.
The Coca-Cola 600?
Or that's NASCAR.
Yes.
See, now I'm confused. Why would you bring that up?
To twick you. You rabbit.
It doesn't take much. Well, hey, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We're going to talk NBA playoffs. We'll talk some NHL playoffs. Baseball. Well, baseball guy's not here yet. Says he's stuck in traffic somewhere.
You got to leave a little bit earlier if you want to be on time.
Well, I mean,
that's always my motto. You guys know that.
Is there a jam from here to wherever he leaves? Is there?
Who knows where that guy spent the night?
It's like, where's Waldo? It's
maybe when he gets here, we can talk to him about where did he spend the night.
Where do you go to get stuck in traffic on a Saturday morning?
What are you doing there? I never know what she's doing in there.
No, that's not him.
Meatloaf.
Yeah. So, hey, let's take a commercial break so we can hear from our fine sponsors. And we'll be right back here on 96.3 FM.
That's not up very loud, but that's good stuff right there.
It's up loud. Just
I can't hear it.
Let that play.
I think our fans do. I bet Jeff number 2 could dance to this.
Please don't. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats.
Name that band.
I have no.
I don't know. It was your nickname when you were in grade school.
Stud Muffins?
No? Didn't they call you Sunshine?
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah. Yeah.
KC and the Sunshine Band coming at you. That's good stuff right there, Lloyd. Nice job, Jim.
Yeah, old school.
You were borderline if we were going to ask you back to the show this year, but with that song right there, you're a keeper.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. We are at Stacy's Family Pharmacy outside of their lawn. Jim's under the tent. Lloyd's under the tent. We are not under the tent.
No,
we did not make the cut for that.
Yeah, right on the edge of it.
Jim says you've been here sooner. Well, then we'll never be under the tent.
No,
especially
you know what? And I'm sick of Jake being late. I hope he's listening.
I hope he's all right.
You know what? Yeah,
he's stuck in traffic in Lincoln somewhere.
We're gonna have a sit down about that.
Well, we'll just dock his pay.
Sit down. Do that ride. Nice.
It's a nice ride. Did you ever have one of those when you were a kid? One of those sweet-looking...
I had a 1965 Bel Air, and it was sweet. Driver door didn't open.
You had to climb through the window?
I had to climb through that side every time and slide over. And then, everybody wants to ride in the front seat because that's what's cool. So it'd be 3 in the front. And that dash was made of solid steel. So if you hit the brakes too hard, you were just bumping your head off the front of the dash. You were splitting it open. Yeah, that was a ride.
Hey, let's talk some NBA basketball.
What do you say? American sport.
Just real quick.
It's so. What are they now? Is it preseason?
Well, it should be. It's almost June and they're still playing basketball.
It's unbelievable.
Cleveland up over Atlanta 2-0. So they got a pretty good handle on that. And then Golden State Warriors, they're up over Houston 2-0.
Well,
what are your thoughts?
I couldn't tell you a thing. I saw Sports Center and I saw where was that Curry, his daughter was on and she was babbling. That was real cute. I saw that. I did see some highlights of some guys popping threes and Sir James going down the lane, dunking the ball. I don't know. He looks like he wants to come back to Ohio and win one, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and it looks like that could happen. I think the best, or the only team that was going to maybe eliminate them was the Bulls. And obviously that didn't happen. But I don't really follow NBA basketball too much, I'm not going to lie.
Somebody must.
Well, there's all kinds of people that do. I just...
Name 3 that you know.
Neil Alexander, Greg Alexander, and Jeff
Well, it's
Alexander.
all family, and those guys are right now somewhere boiling a basketball for lunch.
Yeah. And my kids, they watch it, but I just don't get into it. Maybe if the Bulls were still in it, I would, but...
Yeah, every once in a while those players will come along that you want to watch, but for the most part, I don't watch it either. It's very entertaining. There's a lot of entertaining people here today. But you're, when the Dr. J is playing, you always want to see it.
Breaking news from our informational highway. GM Mitch Kupchak says next season will be Kobe's last with the Lakers.
Ooh. Boy, that'll hurt.
Are you making stuff up, Lloyd, or is that true? That's true? I guess I need to start watching ESPN more and not When Animals Attack on Discovery.
When Animals Attack. Discovery. You have time to watch that stuff?
Yeah, I got all kinds of time. Taking a selfie?
Taking a picture of Lloyd so we can put it out there. Yeah. He's always taking pictures of us. Funny guy.
All right, let's move on. That's enough NBA talk. Phone lines are open, 737-3791. Let's move on to hockey. Everybody loves hockey.
Oh, absolutely.
The Blackhawks are in a series right now at the Western Conference Finals with the Anaheim Ducks. The Hawks are down 2-1. They lost the other night.
Blackhawks got beat at home, didn't they?
They got beat at home, and that's not good.
No, that's not good when the Hawks are getting beat at home.
No, because I don't think they lost a game in the playoffs at home yet. this year.
And I like to see I like to watch the hockeys when it gets to the final like this. I don't watch it during the season, I'll be real honest with you, but when you get down to these finals, it's very entertaining. The crowd's into it. Those guys are all amped up. Fun stuff.
Yeah, it is, and it's exciting. And the Anaheim Ducks, they got a solid squad. They got the number 1 seed. Hey, look who's pulling up. But Hawks fell just a little short. Had some opportunities there with some power play goals, especially at the end. You know, when you're down by a goal with about 2 minutes to go in the game. Have you ever seen where they pull the goalie? Gives you a little 6-man advantage, another man advantage. The Hawks did that with about 2 minutes to go and had some really close and good scoring opportunities. Just couldn't find the back of the net.
Now what's the rule on that? Like when you pull him, is it at any given time could he just do it and then go back?
Yeah, and go back.
And there's no
it's just whenever. But obviously you got to be able to control the puck because the other end, there's no goalie. And it's been
like you could score if nobody there.
I don't know. That's pretty tough
50% of the time.
Yeah.
If you could skate. Speaking of scoring,
hey,
look who just came down the lane to deliver the mail.
Looks like he got his hair all did up.
What are you doing?
Hey, fellas. Hey.
Just get back from Chicago or
close?
Close. Little traffic issues on the way home, so I'm gonna set in here and talk some sports.
You know, the earlier you leave, the quicker you'll get there.
That's the rumor, but actually, it's not always true.
Not always true.
No, it's not. No, it's not. A lot of construction on the roads out there. Be safe.
Is it?
It's probably a busy travel day. Too.
Very busy travel day. Yes.
You probably should have thought about that.
I kind of thought about it, I was like, it can't be that bad. But there is some construction out there, and that does frustrate some motorists, I would say.
Yeah.
And no reason to be frustrated, people. Just stay in your lane.
Stay calm.
Stay calm. You're going to get there.
Yeah.
No reason to get a little rammy.
Yeah,
no
you
reason
won't
to get
there if you get in a wreck. So.
Oh, my goodness. It was a little crazy.
Well, we're glad you made it safe.
I appreciate it.
We were very worried about you.
I bet.
In that shiny truck.
Yeah, the old Chevy Silverado was doing me proud.
Well, we're just talking some hockey. Do you want to give us your 2 cents on hockey, or you want to move on?
Let's see.
Bob Cooper just
hockey's the one where they play on the ice.
Yeah, ice and pucks.
That's scary.
Yeah. The real grill master is in the house. Or he's under the tent, I guess I should say. Under the tent.
Grill master.
I don't have a whole lot of thought on that. Blackhawks losing, I think, 2-1? Now
they're down 2-1. The Rangers and Tampa Bay are all knotted up at 2 games apiece.
Yeah, I like Tampa Bay in that series, though.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. Although the Rangers, their goalie is freaking the beast.
They're kind of. It's not very often where the mass of people across the United States will pull for a New York team.
Right.
I think in this playoff circumstance, that's kind of the Cinderella team there. So that's the team that people like to jump on the bandwagon with.
It's Tampa Bay and Anaheim really aren't considered your big market hockey teams. Obviously Chicago and New York are. So a lot of people root for the underdog, but Anaheim comes in with the number 1 seed, and well deserved. And
is that tonight? They play tonight.
They play tonight.
7 p.m. I believe.
You do believe?
I do believe.
Does that say?
I believe.
What else have you been talking about, guys? Is it just hockey talk today?
Well, we talked horse racing while you were gone. Some Indy 500. NBA. That's about it. We talked about Joe and his blisters.
That happens.
Yeah, his hands. He's
people
been
that
whining.
work. That's what happens.
He's been whining all morning.
You usually get blisters because you haven't worked.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you've chosen
to work.
Oh.
You got to work up your calluses.
That's pretty funny.
So, I mean,
coming from a guy that sits on a couch all day.
Yeah, just telling you facts, man. I don't know.
That's a selling point.
It is a selling point.
If Jake sits on your couch, you're going to buy that darn couch.
I have to make sure that sofa properly fits an individual which comes in. It could be different heights of people. You could be up to 6'7", 6'8". You could be a person of stature of 5 foot. I have to understand what your needs are to properly evaluate,
to fulfill your needs.
Fulfill all your needs. Yeah.
Well, hey, let's take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll talk baseball, and then we're gonna have Bruce on here towards the end of the show. He's gonna tell us all the exciting news that's going on here, and come on out and get you a pork chop, or we'll save you an omelet.
Omelet and sausage right now.
It's good stuff. Stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
That was funny.
He's
the Violent Femmes, who still listens to that, give us a call.
Or if you want to win a Beck's gift card.
A Beck's gift card.
Just give us a call. 737-3791.
Joe's still.
I'm going to tell you something. If you've ever had an Otis Spunkmeyer wild blueberry muffin, they are delicious.
If you haven't,
wow.
You haven't, you better come get one.
That guy's name is Otis Spunkmeyer.
Spunkmeyer the third.
He said it was okay to say it on the air. Those are delicious.
He loves the muffin top.
And where can you pick those up at?
Here.
The Hampton Inn.
Hampton Inn. Oh,
Hampton Inn's throwing those around.
What
delicious.
Well, we've got some here that we can give away.
He say here.
Stacy.
Stop by and pick up your Otis Spunkmeyer wild blueberry muffin. Ask for it by name.
Ask for it by name.
Hey, let's talk some baseball.
Baseball?
Update us on some Railer baseball. Are they still playing? Are they done? What's going on?
Yeah, the Railers are still playing. They're going to play Monday at 11 a.m. at Chatham Glenwood. That's the last. I think that finishes up the conference, but don't quote me on that. And then I think the regionals start, on Thursday, and I think they play Bloomington High School on Thursday. I believe that's – you now know what I know.
Doesn't your relation?
I'm a thinker.
You've got a nephew that plays. Garrett plays.
My favorite stepson plays.
Your favorite stepson. And that's all
some other ding-dong kids that I like play too.
Ryan Thomas, isn't he your nephew?
Yeah.
And you don't have any more information than that?
Well, you know what? People don't tell me things. I'm on a need-to-know basis on everything. That is what I know. They played Chatham pretty well last week. You know, they stayed in the ball game, and Chatham, I believe, is ranked 4th in the state. And they got that Maton kid, pitching. He's good. Yeah, Chatham's a good ball club. So
sweet. Let's move on to the MLB since
I did give you an update. You didn't give me an update.
Well played.
Hey, give me an update on the girls softball, would you?
Yeah, they're still playing. Yeah. They had a game the other day.
They're still playing. Thanks again.
They don't call you the best color man in the business for nothing.
Is that called a flyby?
Well,
they're still playing.
Yeah, and we need some information on it.
Well, it's sunny out.
Yeah. Anybody wants to call and update us, we'd love to know.
If grass grows, it'll eventually need mowed.
It's clear. It's overcast. It's opening day. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Let's talk MLB.
All right.
Cubbies lost a tough one last night. Extra innings. I don't know how many innings it was. It had to be 13, 14. I don't know. It was late.
A lot of extra inning games seems like here recently.
How many pitchers they go through?
All of them.
All of them.
Both teams. The Cubs are in desperate need of a closer. Rumor has it they're looking at Papelbon. Lloyd shakes his head. Papelbon at one time was an elite closer with the Red Sox.
Yeah, I'd still say he's an elite
closer.
Is
he still up there? What?
He's still an elite closer. He's one of the better ones in the league. I'll say that right now.
Okay. Well,
he's not on a team that gets to get to him very much. I mean, when you're a closer and you're closing games, you need to have a lead in the ninth inning. And
you're not a closer.
For him,
you're just the guy that finished up.
Really, kind of a guy that comes in every so often and throws the ball.
His work in.
Just loosen up a little bit and pitch these last couple of innings.
Papelbon's tough, man. He still has that intense frame of mind. I don't know how well he'll play with the Chicago media, though, if he does end up there.
Well,
I mean, that was kind of his thing in Boston. Kind of ran him out of Boston.
Charlie Lee from IGA pulling up. Look at him. Good-looking guy, and he's going to drop off a grill.
And that means one thing. The pork chops are about to be fired up.
Speaking of pork chops, there's Jeff Maxwell out there running around. And I said that because I know he can't hear me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they do replay.
Too bad he has his shirt on.
How have your Cardinals been looking?
The beloved Birds are in a rough stretch right now, man. We're playing some tough teams, and their best pitchers keep coming at us. So You know, it's a matter of time before we get back to our familiar NL Central and hopefully start pulling away for a little bit.
Yeah, it's always nice to play in the Central.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, we run out, we're playing the Mets. Now we got Kansas City. I mean, neither one of those clubs are fun to play right now, I'm telling you.
No, when you're hot, you're hot. And it'll last a little bit, but it'll die off.
It'll die.
The Cardinals will come back. We'll be all right.
It's an awful long season. They've got decent bullpen, decent starting pitching, and they're hitting the ball decent. So
we don't need to win every game. We just want to be playing in October.
Seems like there's been a couple games lately that we only put up one hit. That kind of bothers me. But then the next day we throw up 9 runs. So I guess it all evens out. So
yeah, it's still too early, but it's interesting. You know, the Cubs, this paper, what did the Cardinals do last night?
They lost.
So the Cubs are still 4 games behind.
They actually hit the ball really well yesterday, but they could not get anybody across the plate.
Yeah.
So let's throw a few things at you that are going on in baseball.
Throw them.
Numbers. Can the Astros or the Royals win 100+? That's what they're on pace for. To win 100.
Jake says no.
Jake says no.
I think maybe if I had to pick one of those 2 teams, it would be Kansas City. I don't think Houston can.
Oh, my goodness. Have you seen Houston play?
Yeah, I have.
They're going to get better.
Well, yeah, but
I'm telling you right now, they're going to get better here in the next couple, probably 4 weeks. Within the next 4 weeks, they're going to call up a couple of their other prospects that are absolutely studs. I mean, yeah, their shortstop coming up. He will be, within 3 years, probably one of the top, if not the best shortstop in Major League Baseball.
Really?
He's unbelievable. They've got 3 pitchers in the minor leagues that should all be up this year and contribute to at least the bullpen, if not in the starting rotation. I mean, they are loaded right now, man. I see them pulling away on the division. I mean, they're good, man. I did not see
right.
the thing. I didn't see Oakland down at the bottom, though. I didn't see Oakland being as bad as they are.
Well,
and they're bad.
Houston, how do they change around that quick? Well, young talent, because last year, did they even win 50 games?
They got a lot better last year. Yeah, they did. They got a lot better last year, though. Definitely improved. The thing is, it was a changing culture. They brought in a whole bunch of ex-Cardinals, ex-Cardinal GM, a lot of people in their farm system. They started putting in a philosophy from the minor leagues that carried on straight through to the major league team with how they pitched. Going to ground ball, sinker ball type pitchers, power pitchers, this and that. The philosophy goes from bottom to top, and it makes it so when you come into their organization, you know what's going on, and if you're playing well, you're going to get promoted. Well, it shows the Cardinals have done that recently, and it's worked out well for them. It's also the same game plan's working there in Houston, so they're a fun team to watch, man.
Let's talk about Bryce Harper a minute. On pace for 59 home runs.
Crazy.
And what's he getting all this? What's he whining about? He arguing with umps and getting booted and everything else?
I think, I mean, I don't know. You don't know, but I think it has a lot to do with what's going on with Matt Williams being their head coach.
Think so?
Yeah, I really do. I don't think they mesh really well, and I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to be there for long term with those guys. I don't think he likes the position he's in.
Who, Bryce or
Bryce
Matt?
Harper?
Well, didn't he just sign a contract? A pretty big.
It was what? I'm thinking 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was right after his rookie year.
Yeah.
So, but the kid's playing. He's playing up to his potential this year, and this is the first year that
good.
he is.
He's still only 20.
Probably 24.
20. Yeah.
Came in as what, 19-year-old?
19, yeah.
So, wow. He's good, man. He's hustling.
Starting to mature.
What do you got? What else you got for us, Joe? The information man. We got to go to break here in a minute.
How about D. Gordon? Has 64 hits, on pace for 247 hits.
Back-to-back years.
Wow. It's a lot of hits.
Kansas City probably wish they wouldn't have given up on him.
Yeah.
May as well have kept him around.
Oh, man. He's and the thing is, if he's on base, he could be on first. He's basically in scoring position.
Yeah, he's fast.
I mean, that guy is fast. He can steal a bag for you. He's done some good things down there in Miami. Miami's, there's a lot of good teams out there right now that, if you're a fan of whichever team, you've got some good players, and you can win almost any given night. Arizona's fun to watch with some young players. Miami's fun to watch. I mean, obviously, the Washington, New York, Atlanta with Shelby Miller. I mean, Shelby Miller's having a hell of a year.
Yeah, he is.
Cardinals that we didn't give him away. We got Hayward out of it, but man, is he pitching.
Did he just almost throw a no-hitter the other night?
Here come the chops.
Yeah.
Maybe a one-hitter,
eight and 2/3, and then gave up a hit. So, yeah.
Oh boy, that would stink. 1 out away.
Yeah, 1 out away. That's I think that's the second time he's done that, and he also has one game where he gave up a hit to the first batter, and then no hits after that.
Okay. Hey, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll have Bruce on with us, and
infamous Bruce Stacie.
Yes, Bruce Stacie.
I have a feeling we're going to be talking about meat.
We're going to be talking about chops. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Look at Jim just not his head.
He's like DJ Jazzy Jim.
I like to see him spin a record or something on there.
Spin it.
Even if he's not really doing it.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, and we are outside of Stacy's Family Pharmacy, located at 709 Woodlawn Road. And with us this morning is the man himself, Bruce Stacie. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Scott. Morning, Jake. Joe.
Good morning, Mr. Stacie.
How are you?
Good.
We're good, and it is a good morning, a nice sunny day, not a cloud in the sky, and looks like you're getting ready to fire up some pork chops.
Yep, we have some of IGA's finest pork chops ready to cook here.
Nice.
They'll be ready here in maybe half hour. Invite
Hand
everybody
cut
over.
and hand delivered, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Who's cooking, Joe?
Bob Cooper's cooking this morning.
Ooh.
I think everybody in town knows Coop.
Main chef.
Yeah.
Bruce, 26 years in the prescription business.
26 years in the independent pharmacy business here in Lincoln.
Amazing.
That's a long time.
You're the only independent here in town, aren't
only,
you?
Yeah.
Yep. Right now, the only independent in Logan County.
Nice.
So, I mean, obviously it's independent and it's a local family owned. Why not come here? Why go to the bigger, wherever you want to call them?
Personal service. We know you. We know what meds you take. We watch, for interactions, things like that. If you're going to pay the same price no matter where you go with insurance cards. They're the ones that dictate the prices. So why not go where you get the best service?
Right. And like you said, it's more personal. You go to these other bigger places and they don't necessarily see what prescriptions you're taking, and that could be you shouldn't maybe not take this prescription with another, and you guys are hands-on with that.
Right. Fast, friendly service. We get you out of here in probably 10-15 minutes or less. We don't make you wait in lines.
Yeah, I tell you what, I pulled up here the other day to get my prescriptions, and he tells me, hey, make sure you're not doing this and this with this. And I was like, I had no idea. I mean, they're hands-on, though. I mean, they're telling you the stuff that you need to know with that. And, you pull up to Walgreens, you just kind of go in and grab your stuff. And
exactly.
Now we're going to name throw.
We weren't name throwing, Jake.
That's my bad. I wasn't here for the pre-game meeting.
For that, you have to stick your hand on the grill for 5 seconds.
We just call it the big box
I did that
stores.
last tour. The big box stores.
Big box stores.
Yeah.
And you got to drive through. Tell us about your hours.
Walk across
we're here 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. Saturdays are 9 to 1. We have delivery service. Now we're starting delivery in all of Logan County. So if people in Pulaski or Atlanta need anything, just give us a shout. We deliver different days of the week to different towns. So we'll get it to you if you can't get to us.
And that's key right there, because you have a lot of elderly people out there that can't necessarily get in their car and drive to Stacy's to pick up their prescription.
Right.
And how convenient is it? They just call you up and say, I need a refill. And are you guys freaky fast?
Oh yeah, we're freaky fast. Yeah, we pass up those sandwich people. No.
Awesome. So what do you got going on today, Bruce? Just customer appreciation?
Customer Appreciation Day. We're starting our, we're in business 26 years. Got pork chop sandwiches and drinks here. Got some prizes we're giving away inside the store, so people need to go in and register and drop their name in the little drum.
Drug samples?
No, not for that, Joe.
Oh, just wonder.
No drug samples.
Only Joe. Do you have anything?
And then we'll pull some names and numbers out for the winners and post it on our Facebook page. So go to our Facebook page and like Stacy's Pharmacy, and you'll see if you win anything today.
Do you have any medicines that cure blisters?
Yeah.
Sure.
I bet he's got some Band-Aids.
Our buddy here, he got some blisters.
The only guy that's working. I mean, look at these soft hands. You know what I mean? You guys could do those Palm Olive commercials.
We've built up calluses, Joe.
We've got something inside for that, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to have.
We got our blisters back when we were 11 and 12.
What about softball wounds to the lower extremities?
Do you have any of those?
That's still not healed up.
That's still not looking good. I mean, it's just
that's called getting your glove in front of the ball, I guess. You should have gotten your glove.
Quicker
in front
reaction.
of the ball.
It's called too old to play.
I was gonna say, I don't know. In that sport, if they're crushing up the middle like that, you might as well just wear shin pads
and a helmet
and a face mask or something.
Hey, talk about your family. Where are those boys at? We talked earlier about them.
Got 2 boys. Zach's down in Edwardsville. He's a professor at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. And he's blessed us with 3 granddaughters.
Oh, there you go.
And then our other son, Alex, he's living in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands right now.
And Alex, he's not tied down, is he?
Nope, he's not.
He'd be a good catch. That guy, he's got to go.
Well, I think somebody's got their claws into him.
Why wouldn't you? You're living down there in paradise.
So Mom and Dad have to go visit Alex pretty soon.
Absolutely. Yes.
That'd be
maybe take their buddy Joe along.
Well, it's possible.
Tough week or 2.
I need somebody to carry the luggage.
That's
Joe is on the go.
Anything you need. I'm blistered up. I can do it. Obviously, I've worked before.
You wouldn't make it through security. They look at your hands and think you've been stirring something up.
I was going to say random check right there.
Yeah.
Well, I had the Stacy boys in football years ago, and they're good kids.
They both went through the rail splitter program.
Yep, good boys. They'll be all right.
It was hard on the community them leaving town.
Yeah,
because they were good kids, Joe.
They are good kids. You know, and I missed that part, that front part.
You did.
Nice of you to catch that.
Jake's on it. Jake shows up late, but man, he's on it.
Who knows where he's been?
That's right.
For sure. And, you know, you haven't mentioned the number 1 employee you have here.
She's inside, yeah. She's taking care of everything.
Are we going to get her on the air, you think?
Oh, it's possible.
And what's her name, your number 1 employee?
Cindy.
Yes.
Yes, dear.
Well, to make sure you mentioned her and gave her some kudos.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's the other half to this operation.
Yeah. Bruce, are you? I know we talked last year. You're a sports fan. What sports do you follow?
I'm a big Cubby fan.
I knew I liked this place.
His Facebook, I believe.
It was tough last night. They lost 4-2 to the Diamondbacks after they had that win almost in the
1 out, 1 strike away.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, you'll have that when you're a Cubs fan.
So after this weekend, I'm going up to see them on Monday, Memorial Day, up at Wrigley. I'll be there. Yep.
On Memorial Day?
Yep.
Man, you must like traffic.
I'll give a shout out to Brett Robinson down at Blades.
Oh yeah,
it's his birthday.
You're going with him?
Going with him and his gang.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he was trying to get me to go, but I got to work the next day. That'd be rough.
Brett's a good boy. Now, you know what? And good seats, too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Very good.
He gets good seats. He's first-class guy. If he's going somewhere, it's first class.
Yeah.
Now, is the traffic, though, you guys taking a helicopter and just being dropped off inside?
No, we're taking our private Amtrak train.
Taking the train. There's nothing better than a train. You don't have to worry about driving. You just got to find a cab when you get there. That's
Take the
L.
Amtrak to the Union Station and then the L.
Yeah.
Yep. And it lets you right off across the street from Wrigley. The friendly confines.
The friendly confines.
Not so
no
friendly.
place better. No place better, fellas.
What time's that? 1:15 game?
Yeah.
How was those restrooms this year?
1 game. They're under remodeling. Why do you got to bring?
I was up there last week and it looked like they were all remodeled.
Yeah.
No, right field's still closed.
Well, it will be open here in about a month.
It is a great place to go.
Nothing like getting 3/4 of the way through the season first, but that's all right.
Hey, what do you want to do? What do you expect them to do?
The expectations were to have that place done.
Well, it's a time crunch and weather.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of room to build another stadium right beside it.
No, they should have probably built one on the riverfront.
Yeah.
Construction never goes as planned, it seems like.
No, not in Illinois.
There's always hiccups.
Especially the weather up in Chicago.
Stuff.
Yeah. Well, Bruce, thanks for coming on with us this morning.
All right, thanks, guys.
The big dogs are going to be here till 1, so they'll give you probably a more intelligent interview.
So if you're listening on the airwaves, stop by the pharmacy and we'll have a sandwich for you and stop in and say hi and register for some prizes.
Sign up for some winnings here.
Thanks, everybody, for your business and your support. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce Stacie, 26 years of service, fellas. That's a long time.
I think I was 4 when he started.
I like the
14.
He said 4. He said 4, didn't he? He said 4?
4. 30. You're 24.
Oh, come on with it now.
Is that right? Yeah.
Don't make stuff up.
Right around there.
Don't make stuff up.
Joe,
listeners don't know whether to believe you or not.
Well, apparently there aren't any listeners because somebody didn't call in and win this fabulous
What was the
bet.
question? What was the?
Well, we wanted to know the distance on each race, the Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and the Belmont. The Belmont's the longest one, isn't it? The last one.
Yeah, it was last. What is it? I was thinking 1.5 miles on the last one. The others were a mile.
Yeah.
So pay up.
1.25 miles, maybe.
Pay up.
Pay up. You don't get that card.
Yeah. Well,
I win.
Yeah.
Even if I'm wrong.
Next week, the fellows will be with you at Joe's. You guys are on your own. I'm sure you'll be lost.
It'll cut listeners in half.
Well, he'll be getting all kinds of guests next week.
Well, yeah, we got to entertain ourselves.
We'll be at Joe's. The following week, we're going to be right back downtown for the Pigs and Swigs on the corner of Kickapoo and Pulaski on June 6th. That's brought to you by Growl Incorporated. And then we're going to be at the Logan County Fairgrounds June 13th for the Humane Society annual garage sale, and at Jake's Furnishings located at 1100 Woodlawn Road on Saturday, June 20th. Boy, they've got the whole month of June planned out for us.
Yeah, you know what? They put that out there like it's set in stone.
That's not?
Let's face it, things can change.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Wrigley Field being ready.
Here we go.
For anything. Like a winner.
Hey, don't miss the LCHS 2015 prom red carpet runway in the Royal Grand March video featuring our very own Joseph Ryan.
Joe on
and
the
Lisa,
go.
the Fix 96 prize girl on WLCNonline.com and on our WLCN 96.3 Facebook page.
There you go.
So,
wow.
There you go.
How many years were they? How many? What's the anniversary? What year is this? How many years has
26 years.
26 years.
Without that music, he would never stop.
I was 12. 14.
There's a lot of people tuning back 13. In now. They've heard this music and they're turning it back on.
Yeah. Is that a slam? Does he really want us off?
Darn tootin' he does.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
They want to take over.
He was wanting us off before we got here.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with you next week. So tune in then and have a good day.
Good day.